when a room is converted into a bedroom, ensuring proper smoke detection is crucial for safety. The requirement for smoke detectors often depends on local building codes and regulations. In many jurisdictions, when a living space is converted into a bedroom, the smoke detector installation must be hardwired with a battery backup. This means the smoke detector is connected directly to the electrical system of the building, providing a reliable power source. The battery backup ensures that the detector continues to function even during a power outage. The rationale behind requiring hardwired smoke detectors in bedrooms, especially newly created ones, is to provide a higher level of safety compared to battery-operated detectors alone. Battery-operated detectors rely solely on batteries, which can fail if not regularly maintained or replaced. People often forget to change the batteries, rendering the detector useless in the event of a fire. Hardwired detectors offer a more dependable solution, as they are constantly powered by the electrical system and only rely on batteries as a backup. The specific requirements for smoke detector installation can vary depending on the local building codes adopted by the jurisdiction. These codes are typically based on model codes such as the International Building Code, or IBC, or the National Electrical Code, or NEC, but they may have local amendments or variations. It is essential to consult the local building codes and regulations to determine the exact requirements for smoke detector installation in a specific location. When installing a hardwired smoke detector, it is important to follow all applicable electrical codes and safety precautions. This includes turning off the power to the circuit before working on the electrical wiring, using appropriate wiring methods and connections, and testing the detector after installation to ensure it is functioning correctly. It is also recommended to install interconnected smoke detectors throughout the home. Interconnected detectors are wired together so that when one detector detects smoke, all the detectors in the home sound an alarm. This provides an early warning to occupants in other parts of the building, increasing the chances of escape in the event of a fire. The location of smoke detectors is also important. Detectors should be installed on each level of the home, inside each bedroom and outside each sleeping area. They should be mounted on the ceiling or high on the wall as smoke rises. Avoid placing detectors near windows, doors, or air vents, as drafts can interfere with their operation. Regular maintenance is essential to ensure that smoke detectors are functioning properly. This includes testing the detectors monthly by pressing the test button and replacing the batteries at least once a year, or according to the manufacturer's instructions. It is also important to clean the detectors regularly to remove dust and debris that can interfere with their operation. In summary, when a room is converted into a bedroom, it is generally required to install hardwired smoke detectors with battery backup to ensure a high level of safety. It is essential to consult the local building codes and regulations to determine the exact requirements for smoke detector installation in a specific location. Following proper installation and maintenance procedures is crucial to ensure that smoke detectors are functioning correctly and providing early warning in the event of a fire. Hardwired smoke detectors offer a more reliable solution compared to battery-operated detectors alone, as they are constantly powered by the electrical system and only rely on batteries as a backup. Interconnected smoke detectors provide an even greater level of safety by sounding an alarm throughout the home when one detector detects smoke. By following these guidelines, one can help protect themselves and their family from the dangers of fire. Consider this extended discussion of smoke detectors. Smoke detectors are life-saving devices that provide an early warning in the event of a fire, giving occupants time to escape safely. There are two main types of smoke detectors: ionization smoke detectors and photoelectric smoke detectors. Ionization smoke detectors are generally more responsive to flaming fires, while photoelectric smoke detectors are generally more responsive to smoldering fires. It is recommended to install both types of detectors in a home to provide comprehensive protection. The National Fire Protection Association, or NFPA, recommends that smoke detectors be replaced every 10 years. Over time, smoke detectors can become less sensitive and may not function properly. Replacing smoke detectors every 10 years ensures that they are always in good working condition. In addition to smoke detectors, carbon monoxide detectors are also essential for home safety. Carbon monoxide is a colorless, odorless gas that can be deadly. Carbon monoxide detectors provide an early warning if carbon monoxide is present in the home, giving occupants time to evacuate. Carbon monoxide detectors should be installed on each level of the home and outside each sleeping area. They should be tested monthly and replaced every 5 to 7 years. When installing smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors, it is important to follow the manufacturer's instructions carefully. Incorrect installation can reduce the effectiveness of the detectors. It is also important to educate all family members about fire safety. This includes teaching them how to recognize the sound of the smoke detector alarm, how to evacuate the home safely, and where to meet outside. Regular fire drills can help family members practice their escape plan and ensure that they know what to do in the event of a fire. Fire safety is a shared responsibility. By taking the necessary precautions, one can help protect themselves and their family from the dangers of fire. This includes installing and maintaining smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors, educating family members about fire safety, and developing a fire escape plan. Consider these additional points about smoke detector technology. Advanced smoke detectors incorporate features such as hush buttons, which temporarily silence nuisance alarms caused by cooking or steam. These features can help prevent occupants from disabling the detector altogether due to false alarms. Smart smoke detectors can connect to a home's wireless network and send notifications to smartphones or other devices when smoke is detected. This can be particularly useful for homeowners who are away from home frequently. Some smoke detectors also incorporate voice alarms, which provide clear instructions on what to do in the event of a fire. These voice alarms can be especially helpful for children and the elderly. The Americans with Disabilities Act, or ADA, requires that smoke detectors in accessible dwelling units provide both audible and visual alarms. Visual alarms typically use strobe lights to alert occupants who are deaf or hard of hearing. When choosing smoke detectors, it is important to consider the specific needs of the occupants and the characteristics of the home. For example, homes with kitchens that are prone to generating smoke may benefit from photoelectric smoke detectors with hush buttons. Homes with occupants who are deaf or hard of hearing require smoke detectors with visual alarms. Regular inspection and testing of smoke detectors are crucial to ensure that they are functioning properly. Smoke detectors should be tested monthly by pressing the test button. If the detector does not sound an alarm, the battery should be replaced. If the detector still does not sound an alarm after the batteries have been replaced, the detector should be replaced. Smoke detectors should also be cleaned regularly to remove dust and debris that can interfere with their operation. The exterior of the detector can be wiped down with a damp cloth. The interior of the detector can be vacuumed using a brush attachment. Smoke detectors are an essential part of any home safety plan. By installing and maintaining smoke detectors properly, one can significantly increase their chances of surviving a fire. Remember to consult with a qualified electrician or fire safety professional for assistance with smoke detector installation and maintenance. They can help ensure that the detectors are installed correctly and that they meet all applicable codes and regulations. Smoke detectors play a critical role in saving lives and protecting property. By taking the time to learn about smoke detector technology and best practices, individuals can make their home safer for themselves and their families. It is essential to prioritize fire safety and to take all necessary precautions to prevent fires from occurring in the first place. This includes practicing safe cooking habits, maintaining electrical systems, and storing flammable materials properly. In addition to smoke detectors, fire extinguishers are also an important part of a home fire safety plan. Fire extinguishers can be used to put out small fires before they spread. It is important to choose the right type of fire extinguisher for the type of fire that is likely to occur in the home. For example, a class of fire extinguisher is suitable for putting out fires involving ordinary combustibles such as wood and paper. A Class B fire extinguisher is suitable for putting out fires involving flammable liquids such as gasoline and oil. A Class C fire extinguisher is suitable for putting out fires involving electrical equipment. It is important to learn how to use a fire extinguisher properly before a fire occurs. Fire extinguishers should be inspected regularly to ensure that they are in good working condition. The pressure gauge should be in the green zone, and the extinguisher should be free of damage. Fire extinguishers should be recharged or replaced after each use. Having a well-defined fire escape plan is crucial for ensuring that all occupants of a home can evacuate safely in the event of a fire. The fire escape plan should include 2 escape routes from each room, a designated meeting place outside the home, and instructions on how to call for help. Fire drills should be practiced regularly to ensure that all family members are familiar with the fire escape plan. During a fire drill, it is important to simulate real-life conditions as closely as possible. This includes having everyone crawl low to the ground to avoid smoke and closing doors behind them to slow the spread of fire. Fire safety is an ongoing process that requires constant vigilance. By staying informed about fire safety risks and taking the necessary precautions, individuals can help protect themselves and their families from the dangers of fire. Remember that fire safety is a shared responsibility, and everyone has a role to play in preventing fires and ensuring that they can evacuate safely in the event of a fire. Stay safe and prioritize fire safety in your home and community. Remember to check the batteries regularly and replace the smoke detectors every 10 years. If you are unsure about any aspect of smoke detector installation or maintenance, consult with a qualified electrician or fire safety professional. They can provide expert advice and ensure that your smoke detectors are functioning properly and meeting all applicable codes and regulations. By taking these steps, you can significantly increase your chances of surviving a fire and protecting your home and family.